Hello, and welcome to Soda Review Channel, where today we'll be drinking this Mountain Dew. It's green, and it's also in a green bottle. The Pepsi company is still using colored bottles. The Coca-Cola company has stopped. They claim that they're more environmentally friendly and more recyclable, but they're a large corporation, so I'm assuming the real reason is because it's cheaper. Anytime a large corporation does something that benefits the environment, it's probably cheaper. Not always, but probably. Um, One notable thing about Mountain Dew that you may or may not know is that this actually does contain orange juice. Let's see, third ingredient is concentrated orange juice after carbonated water and high fructose corn syrup. And I'm pretty sure it's still only like somewhere in the 1 to 3% range. That tells you how much water and sugar's in here. Yeah, this bottle is 154% of your daily value of added sugars. But it is one serving. So here we go. All right. It's definitely not flat. It made a noise. Now that I'm specifically looking for it, I can kind of pick out that orange juice smell just a little bit. I do feel the need to point out that this is not the color of something that's good for you. Unless it's vitamin water of some kind, and even then it's questionable. And by vitamin water, I mean water with vitamins, not the name brand, vitamin water. Yeah, that looks borderline fluorescent. Yep. So this is a citrus soda, and it has a little bit of orange juice in it, and it kind of smells like a lemon lime soda with maybe just a little hint of orange. Um, I already do know that it tastes quite different from something like a Sprite, but let's go ahead and demonstrate that. Okay, that's less different than I remember. Mountain Dew does have its own kind of taste. Nothing really tastes like a Mountain Dew in my experience. I had to be told that Mellow Yellow is supposed to be like Mountain Dew when I don't remember how old exactly, but not an adult, but probably a teenager. Because a Mellow Yellow is such a different drink than this. Um, and this really does have its own sort of distinct citrusy flavor. Hmm. It's very acidic, um, and that's fine. There was a time when this was a bit too acidic for me to drink consistently. And maybe it still would be if there was a lot of it, but it's not really bothering me in this amount. This one's not doing it, but I have noticed recently that Mountain Dew will sometimes get some like floaties in it, um, well before it's expired, and I have consumed some of that Mountain Dew, and it was fine. I'm assuming that's something to do with the orange juice concentrate, maybe, and possibly something to do with the emulsifiers that they're using. An emulsifier, for those of you who don't know, helps two things mix together better. So, in this case, the carbonated water and the fruit juice concentrate. I've never thought that much about the smell of this before, and I am surprised how much it does smell like a lemon lime type soda, something like a Sprite. And I find that to be odd because I think of this as a distinctly different thing from those drinks, and it does taste distinctly different. But the smell is reminiscent. I don't know that I have a ton else to say about this drink. It's a real mainstay soda, and so it sort of has a specific identity in my mind. And it's very hard to separate that from the idea of it and think about it, other things that it is like. Because when I taste a Mountain Dew, I don't think this is like this thing. It just is a Mountain Dew. Um, it's it's its own sort of thing, and I think it's a good thing. If really horrible for you, but it's a soda, so it never really had a hope of not being bad for you. And so I can't really hold that against it since this is, soda review channel. Overall, I'll give that a good. I think I think Mountain Dew, the I started to call it classic Mountain Dew. I don't know if they've ever called the product that, but it's regular Mountain Dew. And I like it. And I give it a good.